On Sunday evening, March 12th, 8 days after his inauguration, the new president spoke to the American people.
The president wants to come into your home and sit at your fireside for a little fireside chat.
Some 60 million Americans gathered around their radios.
My friends, I want to talk for a few minutes with the people of the United States about banking. To talk with the comparatively few who understand the mechanics of banking, but more particularly with the overwhelming majority of you who use banks for the making of deposits and the drawing of checks. I want to tell you...
Roosevelt did for speaking what Bing Crosby did for singing. They called it crooning. Before that, for all of human history, leaders had talked to their people like this. They had to orate because the microphone hadn't been invented. And Roosevelt was the first one to understand that you could have this new relationship with the audience that was an intimate relationship.
Let me make it clear to you that the banks will take care of all needs. And it is my belief that hoarding during the past week has become an exceedingly unfashionable pastime.
He spoke to them like a father, like a favorite uncle. Speaking to them on a Sunday night, many of them had already gone to bed, but they were huddled under their covers. It was a cold night. They turned out the lights to save on electricity, and his voice came over the radio. And it reassured them that things were going to be okay. In less than 15 minutes, he explained how the banking system was supposed to work. He explained how it had failed.
Some of our bankers had shown themselves either incompetent or dishonest in their handling of the people's funds. They had used the money entrusted to them in speculations and unwise loans.
He explained what his administration and Congress had done.
This bank holiday is affording us the opportunity to supply the currency necessary to meet the situation. Remember that no sound bank is a dollar worse off than it was when it closed its doors last week.
And then he spoke to them as an equal, and he said that all that we've done in Washington will mean nothing without the support of the American people.
After all, there is an element in the readjustment of our financial system more important than currency, more important than gold, and that is the confidence of the people themselves. Confidence and courage are the essentials of success in carrying out our plan. Let us unite in banishing fear. It is your problem, my friend, your problem no less than it is mine. Together, we cannot fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States has spoken to you from the White House in Washington, D.C.
And in 14 and a half minutes, he utterly changed the mindset of Americans.
When he says in that first fireside chat, hoarding has become a terribly unfashionable pastime. Please take your money out from under your mattresses and redeposit it in the banks when they reopen. People actually did it. The same people who had been lining up, pushing each other out of the way to get their money out of the banks, they now, after listening to the new president on the radio, they lined up to redeposit the money. Now that's leadership.
Dear sir, while listening to your broadcast Sunday night, our little home seemed a church. Our radio, the pulpit, and you, the preacher. Thank you for the courage and faith you have given us.